Hello, thanks for joining me here at Make It Personal SA. Today, what we're going to do is see how we can make a wood sign, a personalized one, for less than $15. Let's go over and see what we can do. So I made this sign for my husband and myself a couple months ago, and it came out what I thought was pretty good. I liked it. As you can see, I have the big letter A to the left representing our last name and the year that we got married. And I thought it would be a cute gift to even give to someone, of course, with their own names on there. But I thought of maybe doing another sign, but with a different saying on it. So what I did was I went to Home Depot again, and you go to Home Depot or Lowe's and get one 2x4, and you could get them at Home Depot or Lowe's to cut the wood down there. So I got them to cut two pieces, is what I wanted, of 13 inches. Both are 13 inches, and then I wanted the other piece to be 8 inches. So you can get two pairs of these signs from the one piece 2x4 at Home Depot, and the one piece is like $3, around that price. And you can get the two signs, and then you would have some leftover wood, scrap wood as well. You want to sand down your wood when you get it, and you want to make sure you pick wood that looks good, so you don't have to do a lot of sanding. But you can just, do light sanding. You don't want a lot of nicks with your wood. Then what I did was I had some wood glue, and I glued the pieces together. The wood glue did not take long to dry, so I just did the two long ones, the 13 pieces together first, and set one on top of the other, and then I did the same with the 8-inch piece. And then I took some paint. I just got some inexpensive paint at Walmart. It was Apple Barrel, and the color is khaki. And as you can see, I painted the wood block with the Apple Barrel khaki color paint, and the paint is 50 cents at Walmart. So I put about two coats on of that paint and let it dry, and it dried fairly quickly. What I'm going to do now is use some sandpaper to distress the edges, so I can put this distressed black ink on it to break up the paint color. But you don't have to do this because I have it. I'm just going to do it. So I'm just going to sand off the paint around the edges of each piece of the wood. So now that I've sanded around the edges to distress it, I'm going to use this Tim Holtz black ink distress, and I'm going to use it with some a makeup sponge, and just dab it all along the edges by just using this inexpensive makeup sponge that I have. Now that I have it distressed around the edges, I had a one piece of 12 by 12 paper that I got from Joann's, and I cut it down to fit on the 8 piece, to fit within it. And I think the paper, I just got it because I thought it was pretty and I could use it at some point. It was maybe $1 for the one 12 by 12 decorative sheet. So I'm going to put it on this 8-inch piece, and I'm going to put it down with some Mod Podge. The Mod Podge, I'm just going to put a thin layer on the actual wood and not the piece of paper. I don't want it to, the paper to wrinkle or bubble up, so just a thin layer is all that's needed to put this decorative piece of paper on top of it. Now that the paper is down, I'm going to use the first letter of the last name of the couple I'm doing this for. I'm doing it for an elderly couple in our congregation, and their last name is Lewis. So the L represents their last, the first letter of their last name. So I'm going to put this L down with Mod Podge as well. And the L is just black cardstock paper. If you don't have cardstock, you could use regular print paper to print out some block letters. And I will put a link in my description box of another YouTube video by someone else that shows you how you can cut out individual letters by using your computer with some regular paper, and you could color the paper. Now I have my letters from my cutout letters from my black card stock paper that I want to try to situate and get an idea of where I want to place the letters on my sign. So I'm just setting it up now. I'm looking at my V and it looks a little crooked, so I have this tool that has a sharp end to it. So I'm just gently pulling back up the V so I could reapply some more Mod Podge to the back so I can try to lay it down more straight, in my opinion. What I have now is some jute string that I got from the Dollar Tree for $1, and I'm going to wrap it around to give the wood block a little embellished look, some embellishment on it with this charm heart that I got at Joann's. It was like a pack of 3 for $2.50. So I'm just going to wrap the jute around and then tie the charm around it as well, and just add a little something to it. So you can also add individual names on that left side next to the letter L. If I wanted to put Ken and Fernetta, if I wanted to add their names on there, if you have a family and you wanted to add just individual names and not the big letter, you could really do whatever you want and just, you know, make it however look you want to give it. But there it is. Joining me here at Make It Personal SA. Please hit the red subscribe button, and you can also hit the bell if you would like to be notified of when I upload my next video. You can also go to my Instagram page and check out what's going on over there. I hope to see you on my next video.